Okay, we still got trees touching stuff. This is our fireplace. Rain gutter butt ends are not supposed to be so close to the siding, even brick siding, not so close to the siding. Alright, supposed to be like a 1 inch gap there. Coming along, we've got a whole video about these. And this poor guy, I don't know. And then of course we've got the paving stones and the trees too close. And then come over here. We're looking on it. See little stair step cracks right in there. Now we got weep holes here. And you see that keystone right there? That is not a weep hole. See the mortar underneath it? That's too high. They will not function as a weep hole. Okay, and we don't have a weep hole there. Like I said, the fireplace chimneys have caps. And that's kind of nice. Our rain gutter has a valley coming along here. Now this is a judgment call. This is your secondary drain line. It's supposed to discharge in an obvious location, like over a window, so if you look out the window you can see it. But if you look out any of these windows, you can see it. So what can I say? These steps are not dimensionally uniform. Maybe a trip hazard. These ceiling fans are interior duty fans, or at least they appear like they're interior duty fans to me. And same thing with the cabana over there. A gas valve not in use should be kept off. But we got gas. Our posts are supposed to have stands installed beneath them. And the stands separate the coarse cement on the concrete on the porch, and then the cellulose post, and they absorb the moisture. The moisture comes up and causes them to rot at their bases, and they should have been installed with stands. These steps also are not dimensionally uniform. This pipe right here, okay, this is an assumption. This is an assumption, but this pipe, that drain, is for the laundry upstairs. You have an upstairs laundry, and the laundry, you should have a pan, but the piping is in place. And so if your clothes washer overfills or gets loose or whatever, then the water comes out there. That's by design. That's a good thing. Okay, we should have kick-out flashing. We got damaged rain gutter. We got clogged rain gutter. Our rain gutter's too close. Okay, so our rain gutter's too close. We don't have kick-out flashing, so the water's going to come down here to the wood. And so far so good. So far so good. I get that the electric meter is not the most attractive thing going, alright, but I also understand that you have to have service access in front of the meter, which we do not have. And then this is the gas piping coming in to the house, and that should be painted so that it doesn't corrode. Now we have a cabana carport. Okay, we've got some identity issues. The trees are touching the roof covering. Those fan paddles are sagging, so that tells me, that heads up, this is probably not an exterior duty ceiling fan. And I could be wrong about the duty rating of these three fans, but they don't appear to be. Now we come along here, and this isn't the only place I found in other locations, but this is a good place. But see where the siding comes in contact with the roof covering? There's supposed to be a 2-inch gap between the siding and the roof covering, and the flashing to be used as a channel to divert water off so that water doesn't get trapped against your walls. And when the rain gutter is discharging directly on the roof covering, and then if we look right up here, this is a good one. Should have done this one with the condensing unit video probably. If we look right up there, at one time our secondary drain pipe was leaking rusty water onto the window, and they fixed that by diverting the water, and the pipe is not rusty inside of the pipe. But at some point somebody decided that they were just going to nip that in the bud, and they're going to move that over so you don't look out the window and see the water. That is not a repair, that's a hack. Alright? We do not have kick-out flashing over here. Our rain gutter is too close to the siding. What we got over here? This fireplace, I'm having a little trouble getting a good view of it, but the flashing around this fireplace looks to be somewhat better than the flashing around the other fireplace, for what it's worth. Okay. We'll move on along. We're going to have a video about the overhead door. This is something that I haven't brought up, but we've got some wall repairs. There we go. We've got some wall repairs in this closet, and this piping is on an exterior wall. So this piping should have been insulated. You can see where the insulation's been pulled away. It should be insulated to help prevent it from leaking. Okay, and of course the drywall repairs. And moving on along towards the outside of the cabana and stuff. Let's just kind of see what we got going. High soil conditions. I didn't mention this. High soil conditions. High soil conditions. High soil conditions. High soil. High soil. High soil. Okay. Now the cabana carport doesn't have any electric receptacle outlets on it. Trees touching the roof, trees touching the roof. We come over here. We look up right there. That is a grand mouse entrance. See all the oil from the pelts? There are pellets right there, and they chewed right through there. So you got a roof rat up there. It's not just any ordinary mouse. It's Mighty Mouse. Moving on along. Satellite dishes should not be installed on the roof. Or if they are, there's a special jig that you'll never see. There's a special jig for that, but you'll never see that. Moving along, no weep holes, no weep holes. Now this is a nice long wall here. This electric receptacle outlet does not work. So we got 3 exterior wet location when cover closed. So when you got Christmas lights, you do not have it's not a wet location. I mean, it's coming on along. Soffit vents. Trees too close. In the 80s it was probably different, but we have a wall that this long, okay? In North Texas, we should have control joints, and I don't see any. Now, it's not going to be a deficiency on the inspection report because that's the way it was built and designed. It's performing. I'm not seeing much in the way of cracks. I'm going to identify the cracks I can find. But I'm also telling you that you don't have control joints. See in the driveway, see in the alley, see all those joints? And why they didn't pour it all solid is because they were trying to control the cracking that's inevitable. Trying to control the cracking that's inevitable, and they didn't put control joints here. Now we've also got a phenomenon along this side of the building, along this side of the structure, is that this is a post-tension cable slab. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. But what they do is they put cables, tendons, and they put cables, they place them, they put them down before they place the concrete. And the concrete cures, then they get tightened, makes it a lot stronger. Then they're cut off, and then the pockets are supposed to be sealed. If the pockets are not sealed, then I got to think on my feet here. You know, I'm working. It's only 103 out here. Cut me a little bit of slack. But then when the cables rust, they get weaker. When the cables rust, they expand and get weaker. So when the cables rust, they can break, and that's a very expensive repair. And when the cables expand, they can crack your floor, and that can also cause you, some grief as well. This is the door into the exercise room, the dance room, the activity room. And this step is higher than 7 3/4 inches. If you're walking out, we do not have a stoop outside of this door. Our threshold gasket's kind of torn, and we've had some wood rot right in here. Why do we have wood rot? Because the water leaches up off the brick. That brick's not even level. I mean, that brick's level. It doesn't even drain water. It causes it to rot. And so what we do is we put it right back the way it was, since it didn't work the first time. Go figure. But there should be some gaps here to allow for some drainage, and those repairs should be better. And I just noticed that those two bricks right there, they don't have any tilt to them, so they just hold water right there. I can't account for the rot on this side of the door, but this one's pretty much self-evident. These pipes coming out of this side, we're back around on the east side of the house, by the way. These pipes right here, okay, 2 are for the safety pans. It's supposed to be about 24 inches from the ground. Okay, water heater safety pans. These are water heater. This is water heater piping. And 2 are for the temperature pressure relief valves, if that's what we have. Or if it's a tankless water heater, it'll be a pressure relief valve. In any case, the 2 pipes that are for the pressure relief valve, the temperature pressure relief valves, should not be farther from the ground than 6 inches. So 2 of these pipes are too high. We've got more exposed tension cable in. We've got auxiliary plumbing pipe over here, and I wish I would have called another one out. There's one diagonal just inside this gate on the other side over by the HVAC equipment. There's another one of those, and they don't look original to the structure to me, like there might have been some plumbing issues going on. So it's a good question. That's some good conversation to have. No weep holes. This is a clothes dryer vent. We're not supposed to put screens on our clothes dryer vents. You know why? Because of that. It get clogged up. So we got some stair step cracks right there above that window. Post tension cable ends open. That one's just about open. No control joints. Moving on along. Trees too close, no window. Oh, well, I don't even think these windows. Yes, they are. They are articulate. No window screens. Open tension cable ends. Let's see, this clean out, that's pretty much, that was designed. This is the kitchen. We knew that, that clean out, that's pretty much by design. But the 2 clean outs that are out in the yard that are not main clean outs, because the main clean outs are in the driveway, they look like there might have been some sewer plumbing issues at one point. And again, that's a good conversation to have. On and on. This vent right here, that is for your kitchen vent.